Alright, everybody, welcome. Thanks for the click, I appreciate that. Today, we're playing Belts of Iron, of course, and we are gonna do a little base tour, and I got some cool builds to show you. First, we're gonna go over here and talk about my blueprints that I've made. Yeah, I got a lot of storage, but it's never enough when you're a loot goblin. Okay. These are some of the blueprints that I've made. Like if you haven't figured that out yet, you hit the B button to copy paste. Okay, and then what you would do, like say if I want this, you can only have one in your pocket at a time. And you come over here and then you hit R and it gives you this little box. Okay, and then you click on this and you slide this over here and over here. Okay, get the whole platform in. Then you right click and then that lets you go up and down too. So then you raise this up until everything turns white, and then you left click, I'm sorry, and it was a left click on that one over there too. And then just go ahead and make sure that everything you want is highlighted. Like if it's not, it'll look normal. And then you just hit Control C and that copies it, okay? And it tells you that I don't have enough of the parts to actually build it, but that's okay. You can just load your pockets up. And then once you get this, you just hit F and go back out of it, and you can carry it around wherever you want. And then whenever you want to get it back, you just hit F and then you hit B again, and there it is. And when you have all the parts, you just hit left click and it'll build it. And you can move it around and shit. So that's how that's done. Okay. This one's my steel maker. This one is just 16K storage with a floor, and then I got a 16K storage over here with no floor. That way these ones are much easier to stack on top than these. Like this one you might want to put down first, or you just use this one only and then just build your own damn floor wherever the hell you want it over there. And this one is for making steel plates, but this one needs to have 3. Okay, because you got three outputs, so 3 of those. Don't mind that one. And then this over here is for making purple. This shit right here, solid fuel. Okay, the oil, straight up oil comes in there. It makes solid fuel. The fuel comes into here, and some of it will go into here to power the whole thing, so it powers itself. Then the rest will just come in here and get stored. Okay, and that's pointless. Don't worry about that. And then this right here is the Master Blaster Tower of fucking Doom right here. Okay, we got 80,000 storage capacity. All right. And then this thing will do iron, it'll do copper, and it'll also do steel. Okay, so right here on the top row, your coal will come in from right here, go through here, it'll split this way and that way. Okay, and then it'll go into each one of these to make slag for steel. Okay, and it'll come down here. I got 2 generators, one on each end. Okay, so the coal on the top row will power this one and this one, or you can use whatever fuel you want actually. Alright, like solid fuel will work on these 2. Okay, and then on this one the steel comes out of just these 3. So that steel goes in there, goes in there, and goes in there, and then boom, goes in there, and then it goes in, and it'll go back down and back and down and back and down and back until it's all the fucking way up here. Okay, like right over here on that top box. And then once it gets up there, it'll come all the way back down to right here. All right. This one right here is where the slag will come, so you can, you'll have to put up another storage bin for the slag. Okay, so this is your output after it's all once it's all full, actually the very first piece you put in will come down here and just wait right here. So you can go out right here with it to go to your train, and then here's a slag, and you can go out with that to another bin to start filling them up, because the slag's kind of a pain in the butt, but it does make bricks, so you do kind of need it. But yeah, this thing is a mental patient, okay? Now, the reason why I built this is because if I save this on my paste and copy, all right, or copy and paste, then I can take this, and it takes a shitload of resources, yes, but it's worth it, and you have plenty of room to haul everything you need. And then you can take that blueprint out to any spot where there's copper, iron, and you could put that down, and then you hook it up and you just let it fill. It'll absorb an entire, you know, raw resource area. Like 80K, I haven't seen one yet that was any higher than that, so that's why I put 80 on it. I think most of them are like, let me see, I got some stuff written down here. I mean, on the iron, I've seen 18K up to 72K. And let's see, on copper, I found one that was 78K. So this should do, okay? Plus, not counting everything that's going to be on all the belts, too. So you're going to get a bunch more room on that, too. Alright, so that's that. And, oh yeah, on your blueprint thing, if you don't want that no more, you can just right click and it gets rid of it. Okay? Alright, let's go on a little train journey and I'll show you what the hell's going on out there in the Belts of Iron world. I mean, I've made a complete mess out of this thing. It's totally unorganized, but it's just a demo. I'm learning. Alright, let's get up here on our first car, and we are going to get moving. Okay, here's all my stops. I always use the time passed, okay? If you use the one that says full, you're gonna have problems, okay? Because full means the entire train. So if you just stop somewhere for one item and it fills up, you're never gonna move because the whole train's not full, okay? So just put it on the timed ones. And if it's something, you know, just over time you'll start to realize how much time you got. Like, what's my highest one? 45 seconds? Yeah. So, I mean, that's literally the most you'll need. Like, if there's something else you want to do at a train stop, you just hit this and then turn this to disabled, and the train will just stop, okay? Also, you can stop the train wherever you want. Like, if I want to stop it right now, bam, disabled, the train comes to a stop, okay? So if you got some building to do, or if you want to check some shit out, you can just bam, stop the train wherever you want. Alright, let's enjoy the ride, sit back until we get to I got a couple stops I want to show you shit on. That one's almost empty, finally. Alright, I got some oil stored up here. Like, this is a solid fuel, but I've completely depleted it all, so I just got a little bit here saved up, and all these are... Oh! Whoops. Man, you gotta make sure you stay in the middle. All these are all completely empty. I've siphoned like 2 or 3 oil spots with this, and then I've turned them all into solid fuel. So I need to get rid of all this, but whatever. There was a bunch of iron, like these little nodes, I forget what they're called, on this like island area here, and I've got them all down except for that one there, and it's only got like 4,000 or 5,000 left. course, it's raining. Lovely. Ruining my shot. Stop the train up here. I'm going to show you what I got going on over there. Wait till you fully stop. Save that. You don't want that going away on you. And then this is just a bunch of storage, copper wire and copper bars. Just getting a spot to transfer them to. Alright, over here we got steel being made. And those are steel bars, iron bars too. And let's see what we got going on over here. Alright, this right here. I got one iron, what are these? A deposit. Thank you. An iron deposit here, and then there's another one up there. And then I got two coals, like I think it's like over there, and then there's one over there running all into here. So I got plenty of coal to fuel this. So this is just making bars, coming around here, blah, blah, blah. And then shipping the bars all the way over to that transfer station. And then I got some bars coming out over here, going into this plates, making two plates. Just two of these seems to be enough to keep this fueled and all full. And then the plates are coming over here and making steel. And then the steel's coming around through all that and coming out right here. Steel's being stored up right here, and slag's over here. Okay. This little thing right here is sweet because, like, if you wanted to have more storage, then I could just make a blueprint of this, and then I can stack it on top of here, and then I wire these to the ones that'll be right above right here, and then it's just all juice. Okay, let's head back over and head to the next stop. This rain sucks. Man, I hope there's, in the full game, I hope there's a backpack upgrade that would last longer. Alright, let's hop on board and off to the next stop. What did we load up over here? Oh. See, did it fill? Yep, that's full. Having this ready to go is super sweet. Did we even load up any? Yep, sure did. Yeah, I know the brake's loading. Okay, let's get this train a-rolling. There we go. Man, some train sounds would be cool. A ding ding, or a woo woo, or a clickety clack. Let's see what we got here. Stone. And that's a solid fuel rig again, but I exhausted the oil. So it's just sitting there. Something to look at when you're on your train journey. And then let's see, this should just start loading. There we go. Get our stone filled up. And we're off. We got a shitload of stone, so there's no point in getting crazy with it. I think my stone bin over there is completely full. It's alright, then the train car will just fill up and that'll be that. Oh, that's my second to last stop over there. The Leaning Tower of freaking terrible. That was another solid fuel place. So many resources. Like, I need to know how big this dang map is, alright? Can we get an overhead map, please? I swear, it feels like it's so big that if I just kept building track dead east, that I'd eventually come around to where I started. That's how big the map feels. Alright, here we go. Alright, this one's only, it's not 80, it's like 64 or something, I think. 64K on this one. Let's just take a peek real quickly. And this is what I'm talking about, alright? Like I had a resource, a deposit right here, but I think it was only like 20 or 30,000. I forgot to look at it, and I built this big monkin' thing, and it's like not really. It's only what, halfway full, 3/4 full. Yeah, it's only. But whatever. I mean, it all fits, and then having a bunch of different ones is just, there's no point. You just build one, and if it's overkill, it's overkill, you know? Alright, so this is all, I just put this up so I could just deplete this entire deposit. It's not even hooked up to the train. There's no point in hooking it up yet. Like, whenever I need steel over there, I can just come over here and hook that sucker up, and then every time the train comes here, it'll stop and it'll fill up. So just let it sit. You've already drilled it, so it's there when you need it. Alright, let's keep it moving. Like, I could just have a shitload of stuff. And like on the train here, also, like all from here back are all resources. And then I'm using this first one to carry shit that I might need. Alright, which is cool. What would be more cool if there was a caboose that I could put on there and keep the shit in. And what would also be cool is if the train needed coal and water to run instead of just working for free. And that would mean this one you could just have all coal in. And we also need a tanker car so that you can haul oil or purple Kool-Aid or green Kool-Aid, because that is a problem that I'm going to talk about once we get up here. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come in. I mean... Let's go. This stop gives me trouble every once in a while. I don't know what it is. The thing will just sit here and sit here and sit here. What's the time on this one? It was only it's only 20 seconds. It should have left already. Yeah, this one's been giving me trouble. I'm not really sure why. Not really sure why. Alright, I'm gonna have to reset. Because this sucker's not gonna move. I don't know why. This one's been giving me trouble for some reason. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we got it going. We got it going back. I had to completely go out of the game and go back to my home screen on my PC and then restart the game, and then it automatically starts moving. The train needs to have a button that says go and stop. You could do that stop right there, but a go button would be awesome. And also these little boxes, okay, all these stops, there needs to be a box here that you can put a check mark on that it stops. The train will still stop, but it won't load. So I don't know, like maybe it should say don't load with a check mark, okay? Oh, here we go. Okay, stop right here. Like I said, a go and a stop button, because that's kind of hard to quickly do that, but whatever. Okay, this iron deposit is being fueled by coal up there. All right, that one was a 66K, and then over here there's another iron deposit with a coal fueling it that was a 66K too. All right, so I'm pumping the ore from both of those, boom, 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 into this bottom one. You could do a third one. I got a third slot here if necessary, if you're a psycho. And then since the coal and shit's over there, we don't need that, right? And then here's all the iron. It hasn't really been running for all that long actually, but that whole top row is completely full, and then everything's on the bottom, okay? And like I said, if you wanted to run coal, or you wanted to, this will work on copper, iron, and steel. And then if you wanted to run steel, you just plug your coal into this one, or that one. You could do 3 if you're a psycho, and then it'll fuel both these jennies all by itself, okay? And it will feed into these, and then you'd have your iron on each one that's on now, and then this one, that one, and this one would be your slag, and it would just go up. Like on this one, it would go up, come across here, down here, and then over to there, to where you could build another storage to store the slag, okay? Because you could just pump the iron, right? The iron, the steel would just be in this. And as you can see, that top row up there, and that feeds all the way back down to right here. Alright, so this would either be copper, iron, or steel that would be coming out right here, and then you can funnel it that way or this way, whatever you want. And like if you wanted to, if you had some, whatever you're storing in here somewhere else, and you wanted to top this thing off, you just click right into here, and then this will go here to there, and then it'll start going in there. And once it goes into there, it's just going to go all the way through the whole entire insanity of this tower. And this is 80K. Okay, you can see this top row is full. Okay, comes in from it makes its way from the ground all the way up to this one, and then it starts feeding down this way, and it'll come across here, feed all the way down this way, and then it'll come out right here and go boom, 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 and come back down, and it'll go to the next layer underneath it and do the exact same thing. Okay, so that's how that works. This one's just crazy. I mean, let's just have a look at it here for a minute. Like, what is it? Each row is 10, so you got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and da 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 da, all the way up. Okay. Alright. I've gone crazy on that one, but that's alright. Alright, let's get the hell moving. And here we go. Full damn speed right off the rip. Whee! Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Oh, I don't know why that didn't stop there. Okay, whatever. Alright, alright, obviously we got some coal coming in over here. There's an iron deposit up there. And we're making plates. Okay, we're the train, well, it should be, but it's not. I don't know why it didn't stop here, but whatever. Alright, this will just load steel onto the train. And then I got some coming over here. Steel plates, making gears. And our gears are going to come down here. Well, you can see all my oil. And you see the way I have it looped in? You do it just like your storage bins. That way it works its all the way down and back. Okay, and then this is where it's coming out at, right here. Alright. So then we come over here, and that goes into this one. And then this is what we need to talk about. Okay, making this shit. Okay, purple and green Kool-Aid. Like, if the only thing the green Kool-Aid makes, or the purple Kool-Aid makes, is this. Okay, it's not used for anything else. Maybe it is in the full game, I don't know. But having it, look, it's 80 output for purple and only 40 for green. Okay, green makes these lubed gears, which you need a lot of for the red belts. Okay, so this won't work unless you do something with the purple shit too. So now I've got all these damn tanks over here endlessly filling up with this purple shit that I don't really need. Just to make gears. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is the purple Kool-Aid and the green Kool-Aid need to be separate. Alright? Just I don't know why they're together. It would just be so much easier that if you could just make whichever one you want without the other. Okay, it just seems overly complicated. Alright, so that's that. That's my cry about purple Kool-Aid. Why the hell did that stop? Is this number 7? Ooh, whoa. What's 7 supposed to be doing? It's on, it just didn't register. She's a fickle one. Alright, let's keep going. The journey's almost over. roadside advertising, or trackside anyway. Alright. Yeah, when I was playing yesterday, I was just coming up to this track stop, and like the piece of track that I had laid on this platform, it had like a weird crinkle to it. It looked like it got deformed. So when I'd come up I was standing in the back, and it killed me. Let's stop this real quick. Yeah, it was like crinkly right here. Like if you see, that piece was good, and then I had this little section right here. It was like much longer. It started here and went all the way to this one, but like right in here, the track was like all bunched up or something. It was weird. And like when I was standing in the back of the car and I hit that, it kicked me out in between the two trains and it killed me. And when that happened, my body got yeeted 5,000 kilometers like over that way somewhere, and my bag was like right over here, or all my stuff, because when you die you lose everything in your backpack and in here, this shit and this shit. And there was like a big red beam going up to tell you where your shit was. But yeah, I got yeeted when I respawned. I was like way the hell over there where I don't have anything. Like it was just in the middle of no fucking where, which was funny and it kind of sucked. But I picked up that section of track and then I just made it two pieces. Like I think it was like right in here somewhere, so I had to redo this one and that one, and then that got rid of the problem because it wasn't like wildly bunched up. Okay, let's hit it. Oh, yeah, I mean that right there is my first attempt at stacking, but I tried to stack them with the platform one. It's 3 platform ones, and it was impossible to try and line up. So I had to get rid of I just made one that's just the boxes and not the platform underneath, and it's much easier to line them up and stack them high that way. It would be nice if somehow they would just click together. The bottom and the top of containers would like somehow snap together, but whatever. Alright, come around the corner, almost home. Hey, there's our storage area, which is going to look completely different. It's probably just going to be a shitload of these things, just all mangled, stacked up together. Hopefully we get some more building options, like some platforms with like windows or like glass, or I don't know, but it would be nice to make a building surrounding all this shit, but it would just look like a freaking cardboard box basically. Alright, we're back home. Turn that off. And that's it, man. I mean, I'm really enjoying this game. I'm looking forward to the full game release and whatever new stuff is out there and a bigger tech tree and whatnot. So, keep up the good work, man. I'm loving it. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. Peace out.